Well, hello, fabulous people. I am Melissa, and this is Just for Conversation. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me today. Chances are that you saw my video on Insta, and maybe that's why you're here. I appreciate it if you came for that reason. I also appreciate you if you found me on your own and decided to give me a view. I am most appreciative. We're going to get into some real talk stuff, as you can tell by the image and the headline. It's something that I don't enjoy talking about, but something I feel like we have to talk about now. Y'all, it is 2021. The racism is real, it's still here. I don't think it's going anywhere, but we need to deal with it. And that's what I'm going to do. As a Black woman living in Putnam County, Tennessee, also known as Cookeville, it is about an hour east of Nashville. I have had so many strange, bizarre, uncomfortable moments, situations, interactions. And I think maybe they just need somebody to tell them that us Black folks, we're just like everybody else. You don't have to do anything special to get along with us or chat with us. No, nothing at all special is required. Just act like you have a little common sense and some human decency, and I think we'll get along just fine. But for those of you who don't have that, shall we begin? The first thing that racist people need to know about Black people is that Black people are smart, Black people are educated, Black people are extremely sophisticated, Black people are resourceful, and Black people are woke. Okay? We are woke. We're woke every day, all day, because we don't have a choice but to be woke. Because some of y'all out there is crazy, and we have to know what's going around and going on at all times. That's why we're all of those things that I just mentioned. Don't underestimate. You may be a racist, but we're Black people. Black people don't play that. We're not going to deal with you. We are not going to coddle you. We're not going to sweet talk you. We're not going to ignore you and act like you just didn't say some racist nonsense. If you think you're going to be able to shout something off and run your mouth and just get away with it, let me tell you, don't do it. Don't try it. The first thing you need to know as a racist is your boundaries. If you're that passionately racist to where you need to be out chit-chatting and talking about it on a regular basis, you just need to keep in mind that your actions and your words have consequences. So if you want to put your hate out into the world, just be fully mindful that you're going to get something back. It could be kindness. It could be laughter. It could be you being ignored. It could be somebody calling you a name. It could be you catch one to the face. You get punched in the throat. Who knows what it could be? All I'm saying is you just need to account for it and be aware. If you're being stupid, you're going to get stupid back, okay? Now that we've got that part out of the way, I'm going to give you some tips on things that you don't have to say. There's really no need to say or think or do when you want to have a positive, productive interaction with Black Americans. And notice I keep using the word Americans, Black Americans, because I'm American, I'm nothing else, and I'm Black. So I'm speaking in terms of what I know. I can't speak for any other country and what they do and how they handle things. I would like to think it's all similar, but I'm not factual on that. So that's why this is about interacting with Black Americans. Because, there's a little bit of chaos and turmoil and so on and so forth going on in our country right now. And as trifling and disgusting and sad as it is, it's here and we have to deal with it. And as a person who's kind of tired, I'm here chatting with you. Now, back to things that you don't have to do or say, okay? Now pay really close attention. These are very important. This can save you a lot of trouble, grief, and stress in the long run, okay? You don't have to share with a Black person how much you love Madea movies. It's nice that you love Madea movies. It's nice that you think Madea is the funniest person in the world and that you've seen all the Madea movies. It's cool. Good for you. Good for you. It's a movie, and that means nothing. I don't care. You can probably educate me on something about Madea. All Black people don't watch Madea. I don't watch Madea. I don't have anything against Madea. I just don't watch him. So if you're expecting to score some brownie points by telling your Black person that you just love Madea movies and it's so funny, fail. Don't do it because nobody cares. Okay? Now that we have Madea out of the way, don't tell a Black person about all the Black friends that you have or all the Black people that you've dated. Again, we don't care. 9 times out of 10, we as Black people have a lot of Black friends too. And we've probably dated some Black people as well. That is not going to endear you. It is not going to get you anywhere with a Black person. And that's putting forth a little too much effort. We don't care who you dated. Don't care. Unless it is somehow relevant to the conversation that you're having. You can leave all of your Black friends and romances and hookups out of it. Along those same lines, we don't necessarily need to know about your first Black experience and how good it was. And what they say, once you go Black, girl, you do not go back. Oh, girl, let me just tell you, that was my first time with this dude. And let me just tell you, girl, stop. Please sit down. Just have a couple seats and shut up. Because we don't care. Black people, we just don't care about any of that you're talking about. If you feel like you need to just kind of throw it out there to make a connection, fail. Okay? Okay. So now we're going to move on. We don't care about all the soul food that you've had or all the good cooking that your granny made for you or how well your black nanny took care of you and taught you how to make collard greens. Y'all know I'm speaking on truth, right? Because these things really did happen to me. These are conversations that I have had with white people in the last 14 months. Some of them are way more recent. The girl felt like she needed to tell me just to get some conversation going that her black nanny was the best cook and turned her on to all these ethnic foods. Collard greens, ethnic. Turnip greens, ethnic. Cornbread, that's ethnic too. It is. So I hear. I mean, we are in the South after all, so those kind of sound like basics and staples to me, but whatever. You say they're ethnic? Well, by God, you racist. They're ethnic. And now shut up, because we don't care about how you're learning to make beans. We don't care about your black nanny putting all the stuff in the greens, and that's why you eat greens to this day. Just shut up. Just shut up. Because nobody cares. And when I say nobody cares, I cannot stress enough to you just how nobody cares. Okay? Racist white people. There is no need to inquire with a black person how we got our hair that shade of purple or that shade of pink or that pretty red. Oh, girl, that red is so pretty. Who does your hair? Did you get it done here in town? I'm in Cookeville, Tennessee. You really think I got my hair done here? I mean, if you do, okay, we'll just roll with it. And I'm going to tell you whatever you want to hear. Ultimately, what it comes down to, I bought it, heifer. It's a wig. And nowadays, it ain't just black people that wear wigs. White girls are taking over some pink and blue hair. Please tell me that you know this. You know what? It just don't even matter. It don't even matter. I bought it. Okay? Can we move on from the hair now? Perfect. Racist white people, there is no need to ever tell a black person, oh, I wish I had the last name of a famous black person. No, that really happened to me. That happened to me about 2 weeks ago, as a matter of fact. It really did. Somebody told me that they wished they had the same name as a famous black person. What do you do in that situation? You just look at them? Because I did. I just looked at them. What? What are you talking about? Well, your name, you have your last name is a famous person. You know, it must be so cool. Do you get confused with them all the time? No. Nobody's thinking that but you. And why are you thinking it? What is wrong with you? What? You need a life and you need to get out the house a little more because that's ridiculous. And when I say the last name of a famous black person, I'm talking about, I wish my name was King, as in, Martin Luther King Jr. Or I wish my name was Parks, like Rosa Parks. Or even, oh, I wish my name was X, like Malcolm X. You can't make this stuff up because it really happened. I have never been so dumbfounded in all my life. Shut up. Just shut up. And this is one of those times I exercised my right to turn and walk away. It was going nowhere. I didn't have the energy, and I just didn't care enough to deal with that whack, half-assed conversation. So that's something you probably shouldn't do, racist white people. Just let it go. If it's a name that you recognize, just who cares? Just don't. Just don't. It's not going to get you anywhere. Not anywhere good anyway. When you happen to do these things, it kind of makes you look desperate and like you're trying too hard. And the beauty in all of this is you don't have to. We talk just like everybody else. We talk like white people. We talk like Asian people. We talk like everybody else. Just try it sometime. You might be surprised. Racist white people, don't put on your black voice to talk with a black person. Most of the time, we don't know what you're talking about. When you decide to drop your voice a little bit, get a little bass, start using a whole bunch of slang. I personally do not know what the hell you're talking about. I'm not impressed and I'm not moved and I'm highly irritated. And that gives me the perfect excuse to walk away from that conversation. That's what I do. In fact, that's what a lot of black people will do. Nobody wants to engage with stupidity. Okay? I'm just wondering, are you picking up on any of these things? Are they making any sense to you? I hope they are. I would love for you to leave some feedback in the comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me, do you understand? Am I translating it in a way that you can comprehend? I hope so. Tell me how else I can break it down. Because I feel like this is going to be a series. I'm sharing with you all the randomness and ridiculousness that I, as a black woman in Cookeville, Tennessee, have endured over the past 14 to 15 months. Racist white people, don't let yourself believe that you have to talk. You know that phrase, silence is golden, still holds true in 2021. You don't have to force yourself into conversation. You don't have to force yourself to think about something that you could say that a black person would understand. Because remember in the beginning, I said that we are smart and we're educated and we're sophisticated, Black people talk just like you do. And a lot of times, Black people know when to be quiet. We don't always have to be talking. You need to learn when to just be quiet. You don't have to strike up anything. Exchange a little pleasantry if you feel you need to. Well, good morning. Well, how you doing? I'm doing good. How about that game last night? Boy, I tell you, it was something else, wasn't it? Well, what are you doing today? Not much, just hanging out. What about you? Same thing. How the kids do? Stop it. You're so fake and fraudulent. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. And I know there's a certain individual in this country who over the past 4 years has made you think it's okay to be racist. It ain't. It ain't. That means it is not okay to be racist. You're stupid and you're ridiculous. You need to learn and stop being ignorant. Oh, did I say that? Well, it's true because that's how I feel about racism. I'm tired of people being standoffish because I'm Black. I'm tired of people feeling that they have the right to say things to me. I'm tired of people thinking that they can make Ku Klux Klan jokes and then I'm going to laugh. I am so sick and tired of all of the ignorance, the hate, and the disgusting people that I encounter on a regular basis. You are sad and you are pathetic, and I hope that some of this serves to educate you on the right way to do things. It's sad that in this day and age, that's even still a conversation, but it is. With that said, I thank you for spending a few minutes with me today. I thank you for taking a moment to watch my video and to leave a comment. I thank you for taking a moment to subscribe to my channel. I thank you for being open-minded, and I thank you for sharing the video and having the conversation. Any day of the week, you know what? And this is real talk. I would rather have the conversation like intelligent adults and work towards a goal and a solution than to continue enduring the ignorance, the hate, and the blatant racism. Y'all have got to get over yourselves. You racists are not wanted in this world. Your feelings, your thoughts, nobody needs it. Nobody wants it. Stop teaching your kids that. It's not okay. They are eventually going to have to leave the comfort of your racist home, and they have to go out into the real world, and they have to make a living. They have to have somewhere to live. They have to be able to become a meaningful part of society, and you are hindering your children by teaching them hate. Black people aren't going anywhere. Black people aren't going anywhere. Let's figure it out this year. I am one of the most open-minded people that you will ever meet, and I want to hear from you. This is real talk. I feel helpless when all this tragedy and chaos and racism is going on in the world, and I feel like this is my small way of being able to encourage the solution. Talk to me. I would love to have that conversation with you. In the meantime, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe so that you will be able to keep up with these conversations and be a part of the conversations. I thank you for that. I genuinely do. I cannot wait to see you again soon. Take care, and thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.